Do you start curriculum at the beginning of the year with all your intentions to finish it by the end of the year and don't make it halfway through or even some of the way through? We're going to talk about curriculum that we used this year, at least started the year off with, but never finished. And I'm going to tell you why. Hello and welcome back to Happy Planned Homeschool. My name is Tanya. I'm a homeschooling mom to 4 kiddos aging from pre-K to 5th grade this school year of 2021, and this also is our 7th year homeschooling. We're wrapping up the last couple weeks of our homeschool, and it makes you reflect on all the things that you wanted to do at the beginning of the year, right? So I have some misses this year that we never finished, but this is also some curriculum that I absolutely love. And I want to share them with you, why they didn't work for us this year, or why we didn't finish them this year. And let's talk about it. First up, I'm going to talk to you about our memory curriculum. Our memory curriculum, I have a video of our menus. I absolutely love our menus. We started this curriculum, it's by Claritas Publishing. Cycle 2 is what we're in this year. And it's because we have a co-op, and attending our co-op this year was something that was hard for us, and memorizing all of the things and not going in and being like, hey, look, my kid, like the kids got so excited to tell their teacher, like, I memorized it or this or that. We just kind of like, it was the first thing to slip off the bandwagon this year. We also were doing a new curriculum called My Father's World, which was very cumbersome in the beginning because I didn't know what I was trying to take out and how I was really gonna use it, which I just did a video on. I'll have that link down below. It should be up. Yeah. So it was just one thing that we didn't continue doing this year. Love this curriculum. We're planning on doing co-op next year. I plan on adding it back in. It's just something, without our co-op, it was really hard to continue because we were memorizing scripture from My Father's World, and we had maps and other things that we were doing with My Father's World. It was a little hard to do both without the co-op part of it. Love the curriculum. I plan on trying to do it next year when we do co-op. Another curriculum that we didn't even make like 4 weeks in was Master Books Adventures into Creation. This was something that I really wanted to do with my littles, and again, I didn't estimate correctly how much time I was going to have to spend. We are in this weird kind of nice stage where my bigs are doing so much on their own and my littles still need me, that I was trying to figure out a good schedule, which I don't think we ever did this year. It's my goal for next year for sure, to like how to balance them both. My littles are still a little young to be doing what my bigs are doing, and so we're just still trying to figure that out. This was a wonderful curriculum. My littles loved it. When we did it, we just did not incorporate it as much as we should have. If you're not familiar with this, it goes through God's creation and it has some science experiments to go with it. We got through more than I thought. We got to week 8, now that I'm looking at this. And it was a time issue. I just couldn't do all the things this year. So as much as we loved it, this fell to the wayside this year. One thing we did all the way up until our Christmas break was Fix It Grammar. We were in year 2 of Robin Hood. I love this curriculum. We did year 1 the year before. Absolutely love it. This was something that I would teach. I would write it on the whiteboard. My older 2 would be correcting it on the whiteboard, and then we would take it and we would make it into a handwriting curriculum, and they would write it out in their notebooks, the proper sentence, and by the end of the year they had a story was the goal. When we came back, I never got back into it in January, and then I got sick in February, and it just never happened. So we never came back to this at all, because by the time it was like ready, like, okay, like it was April. I was like, okay, let's get back to it. There was no way we were going to finish it. And so I just set it aside. It is a wonderful curriculum. I absolutely love it. It's going to be one of my favorite grammar curriculums. It's just not working for the season we're in because I want to teach it, and maybe that's selfish of me. But the way we were doing it was so great. It was just me and my bigs, and I loved it. But in this season, with me being pregnant and then a baby on the way in the fall, I don't see us using it at this time. But I'm going to keep it because one day my littles will be ready for it, and I would love to use it with them. Next up, it's a sad one, which we have still been using it. We just never used it consistently throughout the year. My kids never really asked for it, which was surprising. It was not something that was that exciting in my book, which I was a little sad. My kids now do have different versions of this book, and they love it. We just didn't care for this particular one, and that is Astronaut Academy. So my daughter has the chef one, my son has the architect one. They do those on their own time. I mean, they've been doing them for a long time, to be quite honest. But I don't know. Maybe we just need to get further into it. We built rockets. It's just something that we like, but it wasn't a love for us that made us want to get into it every week. So looking back on the year, this definitely made the hit miss because it's not something we're going to be finishing by the end of the school year, or even close to finishing at all. Like, I don't even think we made it halfway through. It's a great book, but it just didn't work for our family this year, and that's okay. Sometimes curriculums, you may love them, but you have to remember your season you're in. That's what happened with Fix It Grammar and the Adventures in Creation. It just wasn't our season this year. So we love these curriculums. I highly recommend them if you think they'll work for your family, but for our family, for the 2021 school year, they were misses. And I'm learning that that's okay to have sometimes. Leave me a comment to let me know maybe some curriculum that didn't work for you, that you also love in your homeschool that you just didn't finish, and that's okay. And my next video is going to be about all the curriculum that we did use this year that I absolutely loved and the reasons why. We'll talk to you later, friends. Bye.